Mayor Adanech Abiebie of Addis Ababa underscored today's session of the senior officials from various bureaus and sectors of the city administration convened to assess the current fiscal year's 9 months performance report and the plan implementation of the administration. According to the mayor, though the preliminary evaluation implies mostly success in accomplishing the plan, it should be thoroughly dealt to discern the strengths and the weak areas along the process of implementing the city administration's overall plan, which was cascaded with regard to the specific nature of the concerned bureaus.
This platform is a venue where we convened after successfully accomplishing our 9 months plan of the current Ethiopian fiscal year. Those we labeled as successful are the ones realized through various inspections, supervisions, and evaluation mechanisms that you have been involved. Today, we will conduct a concluding session of the plan. It is not only talking about our successes of the 9 months performance, but the how element, the lessons grasped, and the ways of expanding best practices shall be thoroughly dealt with. On the other hand, we shall evaluate about the planned but unaccomplished tasks along with the why aspect so that there shall be a convincing reason for the gap in order to learn from.
Mayor Adanech Abiebie added, grievances forwarded from the city residents that are related to the various services shall be efficiently dealt with and responded by respective bodies to mitigate inconvenience from the city administration activities and enhance public satisfaction.
When we assessed our 6 months performance of the city administration, it is recalled that we set courses to be strictly followed, gave feedbacks and correction measures that we indicated by being based on the outcomes of the supervision. The issue is, did we plan and implement accordingly? How much did we manage to correct our activities? To what degree did we enshrine and perform the tasks that were not accomplished during the 6 months evaluation and postponed to the next 3 months? These are the pillars of our assessment. How did we solve the drawbacks encountered along the implementation process? Is the leadership part of the solution, or else the leadership is still clinging to the reporting tendency of shortcomings during such occasion? Which department, sector, subsidy, or woreda and leadership develop solving problems and minimizing grievances? We shall stick to these yardsticks. We shouldn't praise or point fingers on each other in generic approaches. You all remember that we agreed not to do so.
The mayor stressed, despite the variances in the nature and the service delivery of the city administration bodies, there shall always be an effort exerted to positively respond to the requests from the general public. It's only such deeds that could realize a true shift of government service rendering mechanism, she explained.
During our plan engagement so far, there might have been some distresses that made the city dwellers inconvenient. These should be clearly spotted in this session. Why couldn't we diminish the sources of public dissatisfaction? Is it surging or getting minimal? Even if we manage to minimize the public grievances, we shall still consider of the aspect that why not we take it more than extent to fully diminish it. Were we accountable enough during those coincidences so as to solve the inconvenience? This shall remain the focus of the today's assessment. If the leadership is rid of the problems and committed enough, changes could be perceived in all the sectors, in all the sector institutions. We agreed that the leadership is the most responsible body. Let's evaluate our 9 month performance based on these parameters.
Mayor Adanech Abiebie indicated the assessment session of the senior leadership of the city administration would leverage the remaining 3 months' performance of the fiscal year and shall be a time that the city leadership reckons itself to serve the public with full commitment and potential.